for Hammer Down Racing, and it'll be B-New Stu and Rye in the booth tonight. We have Panda, who is out with illness, and we'd like to give a shout out to him and his family, and we hope that they get well and recover at a speedy pace with no complications. And so Rye, how you doing tonight?
Not doing too bad, man. That's bad to hear. I didn't even know that about Panda. Hope he gets better.
He's came down with something, and it's unfortunate, but we got him covered and wish him the best in the process.
Absolutely. Now, I actually was running this track a little bit ago with Wide Open, and I'm actually looking forward to watching this race. It seems like it's going to be a really good one to watch.
I haven't got to see this group run on any road courses yet, so it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be new for me, especially.
You're in for a treat.
So we're looking for a great night of racing.
Yeah, you got when they go to the road courses like they are, I don't know, I always look for Death. Happy seems to be good here. Wide Open seems to be good at these. Pyle just seems like he's good everywhere. Just give him time, he'll be there at the end. He always ends up showing up.
We've had Wide Open, Grippin, and Scoop the last few races I've been doing. They've been giving us a heck of a show out there. For sure.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget about Scoop. Scoop definitely, you know. Haven't got to see much of I think he's in the trucks. Is that Merck?
Yeah, Merck Jr. He will actually be subbing tonight for somebody. We have Merck Jr. subbing for Crimson Champ, and it's Bob Drew subbing for Travis. So we have two hot seats on the field tonight and hit a road course, so that's going to be tough to get their first shot. And we have Wide Open saying hello in the chat, so hello to you, Wide Open. It's a 100% race with 2 times tire wear out here tonight. So, but
they went down to the 2 tire wear now.
But we're going to jump.
Make it interesting.
Yes, it will. Especially on a road course like this. But we're going to jump into it and say welcome to the spectacle that is Hammer Down Racing. And tonight we're going to be from Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. And tonight we're going to be out of the United States to the north, embarking on a journey with our Canada neighbors. A big change in scenery tonight, going from South Carolina to the Great White North. These drivers are coming off the All-Star break at Darlington, where they competed in one of the most exciting battles of the year between Scoop and Grippin. In the final laps, it was nose to tail all the way around. And also seems like the drivers are really ready and excited to take on the rest of the regular season, starting tonight with race number 10 here at Canadian Tire. And so Canadian Tire Sports Park is a multi-track motorsports venue located in Bowmanville, Ontario, Canada. It's about 40 miles east of Toronto, and it features a 2.459 mile 10-turn road course. And it seems like it has open seating without capacity limitation. And it opened in 1961, and cost of construction was $500,000. That's kind of surprising to me to be be such a big track. But it seems
not
like
just such a big track. Just you think about like even an overhaul on a track when they repave it now is like multi-millions and millions of dollars.
Oh yeah, it would never be that cheap anymore.
Oh no.
But the surface of this track is asphalt, and like I said before, it is almost 2.5 miles, not quite, with 10 turns. And they have the course record is a 1.4094, so that's pretty moving around here.
Oh yeah. have you ever ran this truck or track personally?
Yes, I have. It's really challenging, especially in down in the turns 5 there. That's probably where I have the worst luck. But tonight,
Yeah, I think the elevation changes definitely get to you at certain points where you got to really ease on the gas and off the gas.
tonight we will have maybe a new winner on this road course circuit, because I'm not really sure how these guys run on these. But as far as points go, I will read off the top 10 so far after the All-Star break. In the first position in that 24 car would be Grippin for Team Hendrick. Then position 2 is Scoop in the 19 for Joe Gibbs. Third is Death Before Dishonor in the 41 for Stuart Haas. And in the fourth position would be Wide Open Racing in the 2 car for Penske. In fifth place we have Bad Bacher, that is racing for RCR Ganassi. In the 3 car, I'm not sure if I said that yet. In sixth position we have the 9 car of Happy for Hendrick. And then behind him is the 8 of Jinx 13 for RCR Ganassi. In 8th position we have Stag driving the 14 for Stuart Haas. In 9th position will be 18 of King Paul for Joe Gibbs. And then the round up to top 10 will be number 21 car of Crimson Champ for Team Penske. So those are top 10 for the drivers so far through 9 races. And the team and owner points, however you want to look at it, is it goes Hendrick, Stuart Haas, Joe Gibbs, Penske, and RCR Ganassi. So will anybody be able to tackle that Hendrick Motorsports crew tonight? What do you say, Rob?
And they've been strong all season. That's all I've seen on these guys is Hendricks. But this is a tough field. What did you guys win 7 or 8 races to open the season with different winners? So, yeah. But I would say if I had to pick a winner tonight, I'm actually going for Death. Death is good on the road courses. He's always quick. My very first road course race in the league, I had to race him, and he walked away the field at Mid-Ohio. So, but there's a lot of good guys starting even in the top 10. I'm looking at the starting lineup right now, and you got Death, you got Grip on the outside, you got Scoop wide open, King's up there. And don't count out the Canadians, man. You got Twoon up there.
Yeah, racing on their home turf tonight.
Yeah, exactly. You know this is his home track, honestly. So you know, he wants to show out good.
Awesome. You want to continue with the row there? You went through 6. Give us the rest of the row.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
You got rounding out the 4th row is Sniper and King Canute. You got Happy and Killer Sean in the row 5. You got Titanic, the other Canadian in the group, and Biker in 6th row. You got Jinx and Woody in the 7th row, Collins and Stag in the 8th, Crimson and Travis in the 9th row, and Ditch and Lando riding out the field.
Yes, and I do want to correct on row 9, we have Crimson Champ and Travis both out tonight. That would be Merck for Crimson, and it's Bob Drews will be subbing for Travis in that one Chevrolet. And I kind of want to go over the, because it's kind of confusing on these road courses. People, you may talk about a turn and they don't know. So I'm going to read off the track starting from the start-finish line. So once you start the race, you will come into obviously what is known as turn 1. And then the turn after that is known as turn 2 and turn 2A, which is also known as Clayton's Corner. Then turn 3 is known as Quebec Corner. Then it kind of goes into a straight with a dog leg at the end, which is turn 4, and then we go into that corner I was talking about, what they consider turn 5. It actually consists of turn 5A, 5B, and 5C, and known as a nickname as Moss Corner. Then we have the Mario Andretti straightaway for turns 6 and 7 that will run all the way down into turn 8, that turns into the S's for turns 8 and 9, and then White's Corner will be turn 10, which is the final turn to send her home here at Canadian Tire.
So, what do you think about Moss Corner?
Man, that is a really tough corner. Honestly, because you come downhill off 3 and into 4, that dogleg is kind of on a hill. And it's really easy to get sideways there. And it's honestly really hard to get slowed down there in turn 5A so you can hit 5B really good. Because 5B is probably the trickiest corner on the track. And I'm going to say that we'll see a lot of people probably cut the grass or get pushed into the grass, maybe even get pushed out over into that extra track off to the left side of turn 5. So yeah, turn 5, I feel like that's going to be the most challenging for people here. And also Watts Corner, that's honestly a tough corner coming into the straightaway to take it home, especially if you have some door-to-door racing there. It's going to get real tight real quick.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like the way this, like I said. Forward, and it kind of makes like a slope uphill, and then you kind of go downhill coming into that 5A and B, and that's where I expect to see a lot of action, is down there in that 5A and B corner.
Yeah,
just it makes such a drastic, like 90-degree turn for that second one, you know.
That's true.
I think it's gonna get tight right there as well.
So I'm gonna give a shout out to our 2 viewers that is watching. Thank you for watching. We would like for you to like, comment, subscribe to Hammer Down Racing on YouTube. Also like our Facebook page. We have over 100 members and counting, and looking to add more. We're also always taking applications for the truck series. Sorry about that. And if anybody wants to get a in-depth, in-car view of the race, our boy Ray Graham, which is known as HDRS Happy, and the number 9 car. So, give him a shout out to go watch his stream for a on-track view of the Hammer Down Racing series. And it looks like these boys might be ready to saddle up and get on it here at Canadian Tire here pretty soon. Let's see. Sorry for the silence. Trying to get ourselves together here.
They're 100% at this road course.
Are they really?
That's what I'm reading here in the live chat. 100%.
Oh, I believe that's what I said. I believe that's what I said earlier.
Oh, I'm used to them racing 50%. This is kind of a short amount of laps, you know, especially if you get.
It is, yeah. It is a road course, and I look for these guys to be running. I'm not sure exactly what a lap time looks like here. I'm going to imagine it's probably in the low 120s for a cup car, maybe in the high teens, minute and teens. It looks like we have 5 viewers now, so I want to shout out all those. Thank you for watching the Hammer Down Racing series here on YouTube. Also like our Facebook page with 100 members and counting. And once again, I want to shout out Panda. This is his deal. He is the voice of Hammer Down Racing. You're just getting a taste of the partner in crime here recently, being Stu, and I have special guest Rye in the booth. But I want to shout out the voice of Hammer Down, Punk Panda. Hope you get well. Hope your family gets well. Wish you all the best.
Yeah, I was just sending him a message right now. Yeah, man, you know, it's amazing listening to him do these. He has kind of became the voice of your guys' league.
Yes.
And you know, he's wonderful guy. And you got to give a shout out, or I'm going to give a shout out to the Cunninghams, which are Hammer Down's pretty much biggest fans. They do all the merchandise for Hammer Down. Awesome stuff that they do.
And yes, if you want, I've always heard, if you want Hammer Down merch, I'm not sure exactly who you contact for that, but join our Facebook page, post in there that you want some, and I'm sure somebody will get with you. And I'm sure that we're not too far from kicking off this bad boy. Looks like we might be waiting on one racer in the lobby to join, maybe. But yeah, so...
Do you know if Happy's got a stream up yet?
Yes, Ray Graham. Yes, I shouted him out. That's who I'm watching to get our lobby info from. He usually, his stream is one that tells me to join. Join the lobby.
I use the same one.
Just got a message from one of the league administrators that green flag will be dropping within the next 5 minutes. So we're very excited for that. But we've had plenty of different winners out here in the league on the circuit this season, and looks like Grip has won 1, Scoop has won 3, Death Before Dishonor has got him a win, Wide Open has got him a win, Happy and Jinx have both got themselves a win. Also is HDRS Lando with a win. So many different winners. It's a toss-up every week. Scoop is always tough, he's always out there, but sometimes you just don't get it finished. You don't make it to the end in first place. And that's how it happens here, Your opportunities do not come early in this league, in the races. Your opportunities come late. So you want to keep yourself in a position all race to make your move at the end. Because if you make your move too early, somebody will make you pay.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a firm believer, man. You see a lot of these young leagues out here. You got a lot of guys driving it in there deep on turn 1.
Oh, yeah.
And, these guys over here are probably about as clean of racers as you're going to see in all of the leagues. They stay off of each other. I'm honestly, I watch this road course race and see how much they do not touch. And that's the... the trust in one another running every single week. And that's one thing that I love about this league is you guys are always together. You guys run a lot of laps together. You know what the other person is going to do, per se. And it's very clean racing.
Yeah, it's this league is some of the best racing that you'll find on NASCAR Heat 5. I can assure you that. I've done a lot of racing on this game, and I've maybe found 2 other groups of people that I would race with as clean and respectful as this bunch. Now, these people do like their racing. If you get into somebody, you might hear a little bit of chat about it, but that's just racing.
But the mature part is all these guys race together every week, week in, week out, for weeks on end. And everything, they spend as much time on here, and dedicating their time to putting on a good show, that they can have them little, sputes during a race when it's heated, but after everything's said and done, they're right back to, hey, do you need help with a setup? 'Cause these guys they'll dig in their back pocket and give you a setup, that they have. That's awesome
true.
about these guys.
Yeah, they want to be competitive throughout the whole field. If somebody's lagging behind, they're not making you better. You want to race against the best so you can be the best, and that's kind of that's a unanimous amongst this game, this community, this league, and even real drivers. You want to go against the best, because who wants to be the best against the worst?
Exactly.
We're just waiting for the green flag here, and to get started off with race number 10 in the Hammer Down Racing Series, coming from the Great White North of Canada, from Canadian Tire Sports Park, or Motorsport Park rather. So we'll be getting that action live to you at any moment. And I've already said it twice, but I want to say it again. The voice of Hammer Down Panda. I really hope that you get better, man, and your family. We need you back in the booth. But
I'm over here doing my own little research and everything, seeing how far away the track is from me.
are you in Canada?
No, but I'm in Flint, Michigan. And
Oh,
I knew
okay.
It was right over there by Toronto, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's just kind of a, I don't know, it's probably about 100 and so miles away.
Uh-huh. Well, it seems like we've got the countdown going for the lobby. Seems like maybe we're under 30 seconds till load in. So we're about to join that and get what is known as the spectacle of Hammer Down Racing series here. It'll be the Cup cars going around Canadian Tire at 100% race length with 2 times wear. So it looks like we can join now. So as we wait for us to load here and get to the green flag, I just want to thank everybody that is watching or that will watch and would like for you to like, comment, subscribe to Hammer Down Racing Series on YouTube and like our Facebook page of 100 members or more and counting. And now it will be the green flag as 41 of Death Before Dishonor takes off with grip to his inside. And they will come down into turn 1 to take on this challenging corner. And we have some looseness back there in the middle of the field, but everybody seems to keep it together. Death has kept and chose this inside line, and he is pulling away from that crew out there behind him. The 24, he got a little swervy coming into what is known as turns 3 and 4, I do believe. And this is
the 14 car around. Stag has hit the wall pretty hard there. Got quite a bit of damage.
Looks like we have a lot of calamity going on back here between the 4 and the 88. We have one car way back there into the wall. Not sure exactly who that was. Looks like Jinx may have gotten into the wall a little bit back through there. Unfortunately, so early on in this race. And let's see, we'll jump back out to the front here and check on these guys. We have Grip in there. Looks like he is now behind the 14 car, I do believe, of Stag. I believe that was 14 car. I could be wrong. Oh, I believe it's the... Oh, it's the 19 of Scoop. My bad. My apologies.
Okay, so... Yeah, I'm trying to go back. It changes views so much on you here.
Yeah, it's really hard to keep the track. Yeah, that's who I'm watching is Death. He gets through those turns pretty good. What is known as 5A, 5B, 5C, the Moss corner, and he tears it up. He gets through there. We have Grippin coming down. Oh, it looks like he has gotten into the wall somewhere. He's got a lot of damage up on that front end as he comes into the Moss corner. So we have Death still running out there out front. And he is looking good coming down into what is known as the S's. And we'll be coming into turn 10 here at Watts corner to take what I do believe is the first lap.
Eventful first lap.
Yes, I figured it would be shaky, you know, amongst all these people. Death Before Dishonor really jumping out here in that 41 Stewart-Haas Ford. We have Grippin still back there in the pack trying to collect himself, I'm sure. And we have Scoop. Seems like he's maybe a couple, maybe 3 seconds off the leader here in second in that 19 car. And he will work his way down the hill, turn 4, and to come into Moss's corner. We have the 2 of Wide Open Racing here, who is also making his way into Moss's corner behind the 42. And the 18 getting a little bit into the back end of number 2 there. So there's a little bit of racing already in that Moss's corner.
Oh, yeah.
So there
That's
goes.
a good braking corner where you can actually come down and get a good braking job on somebody. And,
It is true.
Slide it in.
That's very true. So we have Wide Open there, and he looks like he's going to chase down the 42, try to through the S's as he comes through and goes by pit road here. And they come into turn 10 to complete what is the best of my knowledge, lap number 2. Alright, and then we're going to jump back here to King Powell, and he seems to be running right behind the 2 and the 42 there as he makes his way down off of turn 1.
Ooh, got the 21 car sideways in the front stretch.
Oh,
like
we have
got it
Powell go
going.
up on 2 wheels there. Here comes the 10 of Sniper down through turns 2A and corner 3 here, or the Quebec corner as it is known. And he has that 3 car on his outside. He's really close, and as they make their way down into Moss Corner. I feel like we're going to be talking about Moss Corner a lot throughout this race.
Yeah.
Then we have Happy here on cam, and he is following behind the 10 car of Sniper, and it looks like he's running that Mountain Dew scheme for that 9 car of Hendrick Motorsports as they come through the Mario Andretti straightaway and work their way down to the S's. We have Happy off the track, gets a little bit of grass in the grill, but he's going to collect it, get it back on the track, and make it down to turn number 10. We have the 4 of Killer Sean John here, and he has made his way through turn 10. And we have Titanic on board with us now in that 20 Toyota.
I'm back here looking at the 21 car, which is Burt Jr. subbing in tonight.
Oh, we have the 22 up on 2 wheels. He's getting swirly. He's in front of the 20 here, but I believe he is going to collect it and hang on to it, getting back into turn 2 and 2A. Let me change our view here. We got Bad Biker on screen as he makes his way through Moss's corner. We got a lot of people testing that rumble strip there in the Moss corner.
Oh, yeah, they are.
And get on a little worn tires. They're going to find out about it, I'm sure.
I'll throw you all over the place. Ooh, coming
Oh,
back down.
I got Jinx on screen here. He gets a little bit up on those rumble strips, but he makes a good exit out of Moss corner. Looks like he's followed by the 48 of Lando, or no, the 48 of Collins Racing. Yes. Yeah. And we have Woody in the 22 making his way down through turn number 10.
Something's going on with Collins, I think.
I see him. I got him on board here. We're on board with the 48 of Collins, and looks like he's making his way around turn 10. It does seem like he has it does have some kind of issue. Yeah, it's, maybe the handling's not quite right on the car. This is a challenging course. I mean, it's unlike the Glen. You know, you got to slow down so much more here, I believe. I mean, especially coming into this turn, coming down the hill in turn 1. That is so difficult. It's honest. Nobody has ate it through there yet.
Do you know of the drivers that race on wheels and which ones race on controller?
I don't, but we have Stag into the wall in Moss corner. He gets over into that extra track off to the left. But yeah, I'm unaware of who is on controller or wheel. It looks like we have Merc in the 21 out in pit road already, so I'm not sure if that's an early stop or to fix something, but he is just now exiting off pit road here. And we'll follow the 1 of Bob Drew, who is also a hot street seat driver like Merc Jr. And he's taken over that 1 car as he made his way around turn 10 and comes across the start-finish line to start his way down into turn 1. And I'm not like to make a correction. This that Bob Drew is going through is turn 2 and turn 2A. Also a very difficult corner for this track. board with Ditch here. He got sideways coming down that hill going into Moss Corner, but I believe he collected it. He gathered himself and came out rather nicely, honestly. Heck of a drive by Ditch there in that 12 car.
Man, it's amazing watching these guys take them corners down there in Moss Corner. They're actually hitting it really good.
Yeah, honest. We're on board with Lando in the 88 Valvoline of Hendrick Motorsports as he makes himself down the Mario Andretti straightaway, followed by...
Ooh, I got...
Who do we have?
Just overdrove, I don't know what corner that was. Must have been 9. Overdrove 9 quite a bit.
Yeah, I see him. I got him in that 11 Joe Gibbs Toyota. King Canute here. He seems to have gathered himself and completed his lap. But he has Happy on the outside of him, and we have a heck of a race coming down into turns 2 and 2A.
Ooh,
Oh, the one car of It's Bob Drew is making some pressure on Happy in that 9 car right now.
the 11 car was up on 2 wheels and coming around there.
Yes, that is how it goes. So we're on board with 9th position here with Happy. So I can only assume that the 11 is of Canute is in 8th, and behind him would be the one of It's Bob Drew in 10th. So there's your 8, 9, 10 cars. But I feel like we're going to start seeing some pit stops here soon. Maybe have some fuel, maybe down to our last couple laps, lap and a half here. Probably get some camera, change the camera view here and see if we have anybody in pit road yet. Oh yeah, we have Jinx leaving pit road already in that 8 Camaro, excuse me.
Got Grip going in right now for a pit stop.
We have Lando coming down pit road. Looks like we have 2 cars in front of him. I'm not quite sure who those are. We have the 24 of Grippin on pit road. We also have the 9 of Happy and the 10 of Sniper on pit road. A little bit of calamity on pit road here between the Hendrick cars.
Bob Drew's around, gets it back going.
So we have Scoop here on board with him. It looks like he's going to make himself down the straightaway and down into the S's here. And Scoop is always a competitor week to week, like many of these guys, but it just seems like he has a little bit more as he goes down into pit road, and the 21 car will go on around him. It looks like we have the 42 following him and also the 2 car along with the 12 car. So we have a lot of people making those pit stops.
Always seems to find his way up towards the front.
You have King Paul and the 11 of Canute coming down pit road now, and looks like 2, 3 cars are following them, maybe 4. We have Twoon in the pits. We have Sniper
to the pits this time.
On board here with Sniper. So in stage 1, looks like we're on about around lap 10 out of 25 for stage 1. We're coming around to 10. We're on board with Happy here as he comes down into turns 2 and 2A. Now we have a battle off pit road, which is the 1 of It's Bob Drew filling in his hot seat tonight, and the 4 of Killer Sean John as they get back on the track and get to racing. Follow around with Titanic here for a moment. Seems like he has a pretty good group of cars around him. If I'm not mistaken, looks like we might have the 22, the 3, and someone else up there above him. And I'm pretty sure, isn't Titanic Canadian?
Yeah, they're brothers.
Yeah, twin. Yeah, twin Titanic brothers. Yeah. So this is a home field advantage for them now, maybe.
I've lost track of who's in the lead. I'm pretty sure Death still is, but
I have too. But I do have 5th through 9th, which is 5th place is Ditch, followed by Sniper in 6th. We have Happy getting a little loose there. I caught him on the stream. He took some damage.
Got a good battle right here between Grip, the 20 car, and the 3 car. 3 of them run real close. Whoa, there goes the 20 car up on 2 wheels. Held it though. Oh, they touch.
Oh, I have this battle on my screen now. The 24 and the 3 of Bad Biker, along with the.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, along with the 20 car there of Titanic.
Here they come down to Moss's corner.
So it's in Moss's corner. It's a tight race. 24 takes the inside, but 3 is going to get on his quarter panel, but the 24 is going to exit in the lead of that pack. So what a heck of a Moss's corner for the 24 there as he jumps inside the 20 and the 3 to gain 2 positions.
Ooh, good driving there.
Once again, we'd like to thank everybody that is watching. Please like, comment, subscribe to Hammer Down Racing Series on YouTube, and like our Facebook page, and also ask for merchandise.
Ooh, Stag was around again. Collected it, back on his way.
So we have some cars getting loose down here in some of these corners now. Follow Scoop here for a moment. I know he is up there somewhere in that top 5. I think maybe 2nd, possibly 1st. I'm not sure. If I could find Death here real fast. Okay, we're on board with Death, who just passed the start-finish line. I do believe he may still be in the lead. I'm not sure. He has a car in front of him. I'm not sure if that's just some slow traffic, someone off pace. I'm not quite sure. But for we have Twoon in 4th, Ditch in 5th, Happy in 6th, Sniper in 7th, and King Paul in 8th, as I know of right now. So we have the 41 of Death coming down into Moss's corner hot. He's sliding around those rear tires. We have Jinx in front of him, which I do believe is a little bit off the pace this evening. He had a little bit of trouble there in the beginning of the race. This 41 car, he's held onto that pole and he's not letting go. And as he makes himself down Mario Andretti straightaway to the S's. And then he will eventually work himself right into what is known as White's Corner, I do believe, or White Corner, turn 10.
Man, he set that corner up like 2 corners before. If
Yeah.
you looked at his driving line. That was amazing watching that. He kind of went in high on that one corner that everybody else goes low, but it set him up really great for the next corner coming up.
And that's really how you have to race these road courses. You kind of got to set yourself up.
Death got a little loose there. That's the first time I've seen him stumble.
He watch him take off into the Moss corner here. He is fishtailing. He's almost drifting, as it looks like, as he comes down through here. Watch how fast he comes off this hill. I mean, he just guns it in there, and then he just slides it right around those rumble strips.
Oh wow!
And he
just holds it though.
Yeah, I mean, he just flat out sticks it to the track and tells it to go. But it looks like he's coming up on Jinx to rear end here as they work their way in out of the straightaway into the S's once again. We're going to take a view back here at Grippin. Looks like he has the 22. That's the nearest car to him on his rear end. Oh, and the 22 has gotten off into the grass, off into the wall out of turns 2, I believe. Turn 2. I do believe, or maybe turn 3 there. I'm not quite sure. We're on board with
gets a little bump there from the 20. 22 goes back another position.
on board with Wide Open here, and looks like he has that 42 behind him of Mr. Twoon, the Canadian hometown boy, along with his brother Titanic. But yeah, we have the 2 coming down here, and the 42 close behind. On board with King Paul as he makes his way down turn 2 and 2A, as he's a little bit sideways down the hill, but I believe he's going to collect himself as he comes up into the Quebec corner, turn number 3. Running that Halloween M&M scheme tonight in the 18 Joe Gibbs Toyota. There's Mr. Twoon on board with him.
I'm amazed how good Death is getting through that Moss corner compared to everybody else.
It seems like it's something.
So much more speed.
Yeah, it seems like something he's been working on for sure, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. Just man, he mastered that corner. Everybody else I see goes through there has really got to let up, and he almost seems just to drive it in there, and like you said, his car just sticks.
Yeah, it's true. So I was actually wrong. I'm watching some of these lap times are probably in the under 110s. Some of these lap times probably are, or maybe the low teens. And we have the 2 car. I just watched him come off the hill there. So he was sideways going into Moss's corner.
Ooh.
Oh, the 12 car also.
20. Yeah, the 20 just hit the wall too, I believe.
The 12 car was getting a little loose coming through Moss corner. It's not an easy corner to take a hold of. We have Sniper, who is now making his way through Moss corner with 18 of Paul right behind him.
Got Jinx coming into the pit stop. I don't know if this is unscheduled or if
oh wow, we have a really good battle here. Oh, the 24 has took another one in the Moss corner. He gets under the 11, but they're going to fight for it down the Mario Andretti straightaway as the 11 is on his quarter panel and not letting him have anything easy. So we have a good battle between Canute and Grippin here right now, and I want to say thank you to the 4 people that are watching. I really appreciate that. You are witnessing what is the spectacle that is Hammer Down Racing, and the 24 of Grippin has took his car into the pits. So we're on deck with Bad Biker as he crosses the finish line with the 22 close in tail. And they work their way down turns 2 and 2A. Into turn 2 and 2A, I'm sorry. But it looks like the 22 got a little swirly off that downhill corner there, but he seems to collect himself real nicely and gets into turn 3 rather smooth. So we're going to look at Jinx here as he makes his way onto the straightaway. And he is running a nice paint scheme tonight. I really enjoy that in that 8 Chevrolet.
Yeah, the blue and white, I like that one.
Yeah, blue, white, red, yellow Caterpillar scheme. I like that. As he makes his way through turn 10 to come around. And we have some pit road stops. It seems like we have a good amount of people on pit road. I know the 9 of Happy is in there for sure. We have Woody coming in and the 3 of Bad Biker. Looks like the 1 of sorry, who? It's Bob Drew doing a hot seat tonight. So there are those guys. Pit road glitchiness. I promise you that these cars are really not slamming into each other like that. Looks like the one's going to make his exit, and as we wait on the 22, who is also pulling out, along with the 3, they're right neck and neck, pushing each other out of there, rather. I'm not sure if that's a long pit stop by the 11, or if he may be stuck, lagged out of this show here.
I don't know.
No, he's coming out.
Right now. There he goes. He must have black flagged or something.
He must have had something go on, or a lot of damage. We are coming down. We're on lap 18, maybe 19. I'm not sure exactly where the leader is right now. Of 25 in stage 1 here at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. This is the 10th race of the Hammer Down Racing Series season. Race number 1 after the All-Star race at Darlington, in which Scoop was able to take the victory flag. So these guys seem like they really are excited to be getting on with the second half. So as far as 6th position, I do know that he is on lap I think 8 to go, 9 to go. I'm not even sure what I said.
Scoop into the pits.
Oh, 6. Okay, I'm sorry. 5 or 6 to go in this first stage.
I wonder if Scoop was his last one that stayed out.
That's a good possibility. He seems to do that sometimes, especially if he's trying to make up a little bit of time. Let's get up here with Scoop. Let's take a look at Death here. He is in a little bit of traffic, so I'm not sure where he's running right now. I know 4th place is Twoon, followed by Ditch, Happy, King Pile, and Sniper. So that's your 4 through 8 drivers. So I'm going to assume Death is probably still up in that top 3. Then we have Grippin here.
Let's see who's chasing down the 20 car that he's behind.
Oh, we have Scoop. He got off a little bit off there into the turn 2s. But he has collected himself nicely and is making himself down into turn 3. Following the 42 of Titanic, I think. I'm sorry. I'm not really familiar with Mr. Twoon. Sorry. The other brother. Oh, Scoop has took a little bit of a lip there in the corner. I don't know about that, but we're on board with Wide Open here as he makes himself down into the S's, but he overdrives it a little bit, but he collects it, so he doesn't get off the track there. A lot of people are getting into that dirt here through the S's, coming into the final turn, turn 10 here. So you can see a lot of a lot of dirt on those rumble strips here tonight. Follow King Paul here as he makes himself through the S's.
I wonder if that makes them extra slippery. I've never thought about that before.
I haven't either, so it is interesting to think about. So we are, as to 6th place, we are with 6 laps to go here. I can't quite tell because I don't have a live feed here, but we are coming down to the final moments of stage number 1, and I have suspicion that it may be Scoop in the lead, but we have some trouble back here. Turn 10, or just had some slow traffic. I guess some guys may have came together a little bit, possibly. Follow the 20 of Titanic here as he goes down in turn 2, and he gets a little up on his 2 wheels there, hits the wall in the grass, gets on the inside of the 41 here of Death, and they are trailing behind the 4 car. As that 20 car, he's having a lot of issues here coming down through this time. So maybe
here comes the Moss's corner.
So the Moss's corner with some tight racing as the 20 car gets off into the left side there, Titanic. But he's followed by Death closely out of the exit of that corner. as they make their way down the Mario Andretti straightaway. So we're in for a long one here tonight, that's for sure.
Man, these guys are really battling in some spots of the track. They're getting dicey. You know, I think they're enjoying it though.
Yeah, it's all about the enjoyment. It's all about having fun. We have this on deck with Merck Jr. filling in a hot seat for the Crimson
I think it's
champ.
always fun when you got a car around you, especially on a long green flag run like this. If you're by yourself, man, it makes it horrible.
So the spectacle that is Hammer Down Racing is about to finish their first stage here within a few laps on Canadian Tire, which is race number 10 on the season schedule. We have the 21 getting up on the 20, so Merck getting up on Titanic, and the Moss Corner. There's another hot seat driver, and it's Bob Drew filling in for Travis tonight. And a lot of people are having trouble with those S's in turn 10. I really thought the Moss Corner was going to be the real problem, but seems like a lot of guys are handling that rather well.
Oh yeah, they're getting through there pretty smooth. And like you said, I think the S's, I think the elevation change is what's getting them through the S's. It seems like when they're coming up and over, some of them are getting loose. A lot of them going through the dirt, you know, trying to hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, tricky track.
So I'm gonna follow Scoop if I can find him. He's driving out here all alone. It just makes me wonder if he is in first position. I mean, he does have some cars in front of him, but as far as
hey, I got an idea.
Yeah. I'm all ears.
I'm gonna try something out that I've been wanting to try out. I'm gonna try going from my phone and seeing if I can get into their race chat. Maybe get an idea.
You could, yeah, you could join their party and ask them there. Maybe. I know we are coming down on the final laps here, so. Probably under 3 maybe. I know 5th position is coming through the S's into turn 10, and it got a little bit into the 8 car there. Even though we're not following him on camera, I did see that. And we're following the 19 as he gets a little sideways off 2 and 2A, going himself down into turn number 3.
I'm back over here watching Death again. He really throws it into every corner and it just sticks. Not just through the Voss's corner. I've watched him do it coming across the hills and through the S's and everything else. He really pushes his car to the limit, and his setup is making it stick for him.
So we are now on board with Death as he works himself into turn number 10 to come around and maybe take the white flag for stage number 1. Now it looks like he has now finished stage number 1, so I believe he was in the lead there. Death was. Looks like we have Scoop on board here right alongside Lando in the 48. So we are at the end of stage number 1 here. And so the results of stage number 1, I can't quite see first and second, but okay, so we have Death in first, Twoon in second, Wide Open in third, Scoop in fourth, and Happy in fifth in that set of in that stage. So that was a heck of a 25-lap stage. Interesting nonetheless, as we're going to try to work our way back up to Death, who won our stage there. So we hear that Death is a road course ringer as we get ready to start off stage number 2, where Bad Biker, I believe, has stolen the lead on the set of pit stops, but he instantly gets off the track. He may have, no, I guess he just got off the track a little bit. A lot of swirliness going down through there. I see the 1 getting into the wall as the 41 works himself down into 2 and 2A, followed closely behind by the Wide Open Racing in the 2. And it looks like we do have a caution here, which will be our first caution of the competition. So that did not last long there, and the restart of stage number 2. But we want to thank everybody for watching Hammer Down Racing Series Cup Race number 10 from Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. We'd like for you to like, comment, subscribe, and please like and find our Facebook page of 100 members and growing. We would really like to have you, and we're also always taking applications for the Truck Series. So if you'd like to try your nose at Hammer Down Racing, see how tough these guys really are, try to get in contact with one of us at anybody's gamer tag that you see on the screen. Contact, say you'd like to join, and we'll get you there. Alright, so it looks like we're going to restart here in stage number 2 after a little bit of a hiccup here in the beginning. But we have Death followed by the 42 right outside of him of Mr. Twoon. And it looks like the 42 is going to try to take the inside, but the 41 just has that grip in this setup. I just don't know what it is. Oh, we have a huge wreck in the back. I've seen somebody going flying off that wall. Pressing the wrong button here.
The 3 car was involved.
Oh, looks like we already have another caution here. So 2 to start off stage number 2. Right off, I've seen somebody hit that wall a ton back there. It might have been the 21 of Merck, I do believe.
I've seen 21 Merck come in late, but the original I think was between the 8 and the 3 car.
Okay. There was a lot going on right there, that's for sure. So I'm going to follow Gripping on this restart, since he's a little bit back there in the middle. Looks like he's probably in about 6th to 7th place. Not exactly sure.
Yeah, I believe that accident was the 3 and the 8, and then the 21 came in a little hot there at the end.
Alright, so no stages or no cautions in stage number 1, but we have 2 to start off stage number 2. But here we go. We're right back at it. 41 of Death. Inside of him is Twoon, followed by the 1 of It's Bob Drew. We have some more people getting out there into that grass. I'm not sure exactly who, but the 41 up on 2 tires as it comes down into turn 2 and 2A. Everybody else following close behind. This is a nice little restart to turn number 2 here. So we got Gripping back here. Looks like they're running door to door. He's running right beside his teammate number 9, Happy. And that nice Mountain Dew scheme. We have all kinds of people up on 2 tires coming down this hill here, going into White Corner. Oh, we have some people. We have the 12 out off and to the left, off into that extra track. He's going to come back in and get on the 24, exiting Moss Corner there. Lord. So we have the 19 of Scoop. He has a good pack behind him as he follows. Who do you? Oh, I see a huge wreck back here. Huge crash back in the straightaway. Not sure who that was. Looks like the 9 of Happy got collected in that mess. Maybe the 88 and his teammate there too. We have
14. It looked like, or maybe that was the 88. It was red, white, and blue. It was either 14 or 88.
So we are down. This is caution number 3 already, and stage number 2 after 0 in the first stage. Looking like we have 16 laps still to go after this restart. I'd say we'll be down to about 14 possibly. Man, I wonder what happened to these guys. I know it's just not that nitty gritty right now, so not sure.
They're getting a little racy.
Yeah, it could be getting a little racy, or maybe they're set up.
They were kind of spread. They were spread out a little bit there. Now they're all back together. I think they're getting a little racy and having a little bit of fun with each other.
So we're going to start back off. Restart number 3 or 4 here for stage number 2. 41 ripping right out there again off that first turn as he comes in, makes his way down in to the turn 2 and 2A. Oh, he's getting sideways, a little bit of looseness out of that 41 car, but it seems like everybody's keeping it together rather nicely back through there this time. Oh, he gets a little loose. The 42 Twin gets up on him, and Twin has taken the lead as 41 is losing some spots. So the 42 got in the dirt. So we have a good pack here. We have the 12, the 41, the 19, and the 1 all sitting here packed up together as they make their way down into Moss Corner. Very tight down here. A lot of bumping, banging, 3 wide some places coming out of that corner. That is not a place you want to be 3 wide. The 24 on deck with him and wide open here. 18 of King Powell is coming down the straightaway as well. Looks like King Canute might have got hung out to dry back there in Moss Corner. On board with Happy as he's battling with the 3 of Bad Biker and maybe the 10 of Sniper as some people get into the dirt coming through here through the S's. Oh, we have a lot of action going on. Turn 10 here, the S's. We're going to follow Killer Sean because this is where I'm seeing most of the action right off in front of him. We're going to go right off his nose here. Watch people come down into turn 1. Looks like we have the 1, the 22 battling. Jinx behind them. Not sure who that is up there in front of them. Oh, we have, I'm not sure what car that was. Maybe the 14? Who was that there? Yes, we have the 14 getting off track.
The 22 car just got a bump from somebody.
Stag. The 22 around. Of Woody is around.
Oh, he gets hit by somebody
else.
The
42 just eats the wall. He plowed the wall there, Mr. Twoon. Titanic Joe still up there. Oh, we have the 42 just ate the wall there, and the 8. And I'm not sure who else that is trying to get around him. I'm back here with Woody, who is just now coming through Moss's corner. We got Collins here in the 48. Looks like he is followed behind by, I want to say it was his teammate in the 88, but I'm not sure. No, it'd be 11 of King Canute behind the 48 of Collins Racing as the 11 comes in and takes a spot from him in turn 10. Oh, we have the 48. He's a little loose off into the dirt here, but he gets himself gathered for turn number 1. And we'll follow Stag here as he is following Jinx and Bad Biker. And he also has Happy in front of him. Followed by the 42 of Mr. Twoon and that 4 car of Killer Sean.
Man, I really think it's a battle between Scoop and Death right now. It's starting to heat up a little bit.
Okay, we're going to ride on board with Death here for a little bit, see how he battles this. We're going to ride off his chase cam as him and Scoop both go sideways through there as they make their way up into turn number 2 and 2A. Scoop is way off the track, off to the right as he goes up on 2 wheels, but he's collected himself a little bit here and make their way back into the Quebec corner of turn number 3. But that 41 car is charging hard on the 19 Joe Gibbs car right now as they make their way down into turn 4 for turns 5A, B, and C, known as the infamous Moss Corner. But Well, is there anything you'd like to add, Rice, to what you've seen so far? And we see Death coming out of the Moss corner. It gets a man every time. He got inside Scoop there and did not look back as we got Scoop chasing him down the Mario Andretti straightaway now, and they will make their way up into the S's here.
And he goes back to the inside of him.
Oh, and Scoop's going to take the inside here in that 19, but the 41's going to close the door and try to close the door again here in turn number 10 into the last S here, and the 41 is going to retain. The 22 is around right in front of them. He almost collected the leaders. Might see another caution here. I mean, it looks like we're still on race pace for the moment, as these two leaders come down, the people fighting for the lead come down to turns 2 and 2A and make their way into turn number 3. What a battle here between the 41 of Death and 19 of Scoop. What a battle.
Scoop right back to him, to the rear bumper.
Oh, it is bumper to bumper. So we got the Moss's corner from the overhead view.
Oh. Scoop got him.
Scoop got him on that corner. The same place the 41 got him, but he's going to bounce him back inside. The 41 has regained the lead after a short, brief moment from the 19 there, trying to use the medicine that got him out of the lead there.
He's got like a good gear package or something coming out of that corner, because he just bites down and get such a drive off of that corner. Oh,
the 41, he is setting up those corners so odd. He kind of looks like an IndyCar. The 19's going to take a short pit. Maybe we're going to try to short pit here, try to catch everybody with their pants down once the pit stops come around. I'm sure the 41 wasn't expecting that. I'm sure he would have wished he could have pitted with him.
Hell, I wasn't expecting that one.
Yeah, neither was I.
He just jumped right onto the pit road coming out of them corners.
Yeah. He really did. So we'll get back on track here. Got stuck on the pit road car there. But so try to get everybody on the screen here. I'm just going to cycle through everybody. So we got Killer Sean John on pit road. We have Titanic. He is now coming down turn number 4, working himself into the Moss corner. There's a big line of people here, so I might just stay with this group here for a moment, as it might get a little dicey with Grip out here leading the whole pack of this bunch just going through Moss corner. And we have the 2 wide open inside the 20 of Titanic here, and Mario Andretti straight away. And they are going to work themselves into the S's. On board here with the 8 of Jinx. As he makes himself down here into this turn number 3.
We got Grip on pit road.
Follow the 22 of Woody here as he makes himself into turn 10. Can't tell. I believe that
also pitted.
Yeah, I believe Matt Bacher pitted. Got the 48 of Collins Racing here. He is now pitting. We have the 14 of Stag also on pit road. The 21 of Merck Jr. running his hot seat for Crimson Champ. In that 12 Mustang. And we have one car out on the extra pavement. And it's the 2 of Wide Open, takes the inside advantage on that little bit of a mess up. There's the 1 of It's Bob Drew, also running a hot seat for Travis tonight. And here's Ditch in that 12 Mustang. That body armor scheme tonight, as he makes himself down turn number 4 into the Moss corner. There's the 88 of Lando that is going to be pitting along with a slew of other drivers. Looks like he's going to have his teammate ahead of him, I do believe, in the 9 of Happy. Looks like we have 5 laps remaining in stage number 2, as these guys are going to be making their last pit stops. We'll see how interesting it'll get. Maybe some of these guys are just going to take a splash and try to pass the rest of the field.
I know you got Scoop and Death again, right
Yeah.
back together.
Yeah, I'm watching that battle as we speak, as they come down into turn 2 and 2A, and the 41 came around there way sideways
Yes,
on 2
he did.
tires. The 19 of Scoop is close on his trail here, probably inside 4 laps to go. Looks like a lot of guys that went into pits still took 4 tires. Had the 20 on pit road there. He was bouncing off the exit walls as he exited pit road there. So I'm not sure what's wrong there with him.
Corner.
So we're in the Moss's Corner where so many infamous passes have been made on that exit. And but it looks like Scoop had a little bit of trouble maybe with that one. It's the
He's
41.
actually been holding pace with the. I don't think he's really ever gained on him, but I don't think he's ever lost to him. They're staying about pretty evenly.
A good space.
Yeah. There's certain spots that I see that Scoop's running a little bit better than the 41, but the 41 just coming out of Moss's Corner is ridiculous. He just gets such a better grip out of that corner than anybody to get it going around that bend. But I see that Scoop coming around, what is that, turn 5? Or not 5,
This is turn 2 and 2A. And
it's coming up right here.
This is turn number 3 that we're in here. As we come, I could be backwards. No, that was turn 3. Yeah, as we come into turn number 4 down the hill. Yes, Scoop comes in there so fast, man.
Yes.
And Death does too, but Scoop seems to not kick his rear end out whenever he hits the brakes there. As Scoop made some time on him there in Moss Corner that time. So we have a race here in stage number 2 coming down to the final laps as these two, the 41 of Death Before Dishonor and the 19 of Scoop, are running themselves into the S's here, having a heck of a battle. Seems like the 19 of Scoop just keeps ticking off a tenth or so every lap, doesn't he?
He's gaining a little bit. He's taking the corners a little different.
Oh, he has come in there hard on turn number 10, and he's going to and he's hit the wall a little bit there. He's going to lose a little bit of time, but I believe he's still got a hold of his car as they come down into turn number 1, and the space is as it was before he made up that time. But I believe he has slowed himself down a little bit there with that damage off that wall turn. He may have drove it just a bit too hard. Oh, he is getting tight now due to that wall damage. So the 41 here, he might take another stage for the Canadian Tire, as I hear that he is the road course ringer. I believe that he ran the 8th fastest lap ever at Mid-Ohio in a league race with Hammer Down Racing. I think I could have got the information wrong, could have relayed it wrong, but nonetheless, he scored the 8th fastest lap ever at Mid-Ohio. Congratulations to that.
I believe I might have been in that race. And he was extremely fast.
So it looks like he's coming down through the S's, as we now have 4 spectators. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
I think Scoop might have just pushed it a little too hard. You know, just racing the opponent, not the track, and let it get out from under him a little bit there in that turn 10.
So it looks like we are.
They're really pushing it.
Oh, the 41 there. He
he
kind of got a little loose. We've got Scoop coming up on him out here in turn 3 as he takes the high side of the corner.
Race ain't over yet.
It is not. This stage is not over. As they come down, probably arguably Scoop's best part of the track is entering Moss Corner is his strength, but exiting
Scoop
seems like
right with him.
41 of Death gets that exit just about every time. But they are closer now than before.
Coming off of that.
So we are coming down to what might be the last set of S's in stage number 2 here in the Hammer Down Racing Series from Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. And we are on board with Death Before Dishonor, who has been followed closely by the 19 of Scoop, who had a little trouble here in turn 10 earlier, trying to chase down that leader. And the 41 is going to pass the start-finish line for what might be a lap
It's
to
not
go.
the last lap. It must
It's
be a lap left.
So we have Karma Drips in the chat that says how to join. So if you would like to drop your gamer tag in the comments, or try to find us on Facebook page as Hammer Down Racing Series and join that. Just contact any of us, post to the page, and we'll get to you on that. So thank you for your interest. Thank you for watching. And we are coming down to in the final laps here of stage number 2. And we are still on board with your leader, number 41, Death Before Dishonor, who also started on the pole and took stage number 1 here at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. So, as he comes out of turn number 10 and works himself towards the start-finish line for another lap led here in stage number 2. And I do believe that was the final lap of stage number 2 here from Canadian Tire. And that would be the 41, followed by Scoop, for sure. So that was a heck of a battle there until Scoop got a little loose in or I guess he may have gotten tight from diving it in too hard there on turn number 10. That's what I was saying earlier. You can't make your move too soon here, because you got to spend all that time catching back up. But the final stage results here. We have Death in first, Scoop in second, Wide Open in third, Grippin in fourth, Sniper in fifth, Merc Jr. in sixth, Happy in seventh, Titanic Joe in eighth, Lando in ninth, and Ditch in 10th. That will be your top 10 for the final of stage 2 here at Canadian Tire. Race number 10 in the Hammer Down Racing Series. So here we are coming into the third and final stage. I believe we only have 2 cars off the lead lap. Which one of those, maybe both of those cars, will get their laps back. Not really sure. Should get a lucky dog and a free or a waiver round, I would believe.
I believe he pitted, so he ain't gonna get the waiver round.
Okay, so we got Death and Scoop and Wide Open on the top 3 there. Grippin's also up there with that bunch, starting off this go of stage number 3, final stage at Canadian Tire, 100% 2-time wear race that we're having here. We have the Grippin, he got up on 2 tires there. I want to follow the nose of the 41 of Death. So we have a good snake of cars as the 24 and the 19 are really battling back here as I'm looking behind the 41. And as they work their way down into turn number 4, that will go into Moss Corner. Oh, the 19 is going to get a little bit inside on the 41 here. He bounces too far off that rumble strip. The 24 has to go outside to miss around him, but the 19 is going to retain his position in second place as he continues to follow the 41 down the Mario Andretti straightaway here at Canadian Tire. So we're going to jump back here to Grippin and get a little bit of a view at him, see what's going on around him. He's right behind the first 2 guys here that's been dominating most of the race, the 19 of Scoop in that Joe Gibbs Toyota. But as he gets a little bit loose into the exit of the S's here, but the 24 is not able to capitalize. But he has sucked himself right into that top 2 cars there. So Grippin is never a person to count out. He's always right there when the money counts. He puts the money where his mouth is, that's for sure.
We got a good battle back here for 4th and 5th as well between the 2 car and Merc driving the 21 car this in the hot
Oh
seat
yeah, we
weekend.
have it's Wide Open in the 2 getting a little bit shaky there with the 21 of the hot seat car. Merc filling in for Crimson Champ. Got the 9 of Happy also on the inside of that 21 car, but it looks like he's fallen back into position behind that 21 car. And we have some bumping going on between the 9 and I can't really tell who else that was. The 2 has gone off into the extra hardtop, so has the 9. As the 21 tries to take on the inside, the 9 can't collect himself, and he is a little bit slow as he gets and loses 2 positions for sure in that mess. The 18 a little slow here in Moss Corner, along with the 8 of Jinx. He's followed by 88 Lando and the 22 of gotta get better with these cars of Woody. And So that's a heck of a little line there between the 11, the 4, and the 8. And the 18 getting off up there in the S's, but he gets himself back on track to follow behind Lando in the 88 and the 22 of Woody. And they're being followed closely by Collins Racing and the 48 Hendrick Motorsports Ally Chevrolet. So it looks like the 18's having a little bit of trouble as he's been running on the apron for 2 consecutive turns. Here the 22 turns right-handed hard into the wall. So Woody takes a hard hit there. I'm not sure exactly what happened, if there was some bumping and going on there, but he stalled his car out with that hit. What a crash. He hit that wall a ton.
Yeah, it just darted to the right. I just switched on to the King Piles car and just caught the glimpse of him going right into the wall.
Yes. So I want to make sure I get everybody on screen here, so I'm going to start with Happy in the 9 Mountain Dew Hendrick Motorsports Camaro. Here's running in 8th position as I watch here. He's making himself down into turn 10. Happy is a pretty good racer here in the Hammer Down Racing Series. Ray Graham on YouTube if you would like to watch a driver's view of a race in the Hammer Down Racing Series. And so Happy this year has got 300 points on the year, and he has 1 win. So that's good for him. Nice little season going on. It's always nice when you have a win. I'm on board with the 4 car of Killer Sean John as he makes himself around into turn number 2.
Ooh.
Where do we got action at?
Scoop just kind of went wide in Moss's corner.
Oh, okay.
Lost quite a bit of ground to death on that one.
I have a little bit of a slow car here in the 42 of Twoon as the 20 comes up and gives him a bump there in that Sports Clip Camry Toyota. But that is the 20 of HDRS Titanic Joe, who is racing at a home turf tonight here at Canadian Tire right outside Ontario. On board with Bad Bacher in the Dow number 3 Chevrolet for RCR Ganassi. So follow the 8 car Camaro Caterpillar scheme for Jinx and the RCR Ganassi Camaro.
Got a ditch on pit road already. I don't know if it's scheduled or if it's damaged. Or...
We have Woody getting slick out here in turn number 2, but he drags her back onto the track. And we'll follow 48 Ally Chevrolet of Hendrick Motorsports, driven by Collins Racing. Here's the 14 Barstool Sports paint scheme, and that's Stuart Haas Mustang, I do believe. We have the 21 of Merck Jr., the hot seat driver for Crimson Champ, driving that Motorcraft Mustang.
Doing a nice job tonight.
Yeah, he is. And there's the other hot seat driver, Bob Drew, filling in for Travis. And the
Scoop just lost it off of turn 10.
No, I see him here. I just seen the 1 of Bob Drew pass him, who's also driving the Monster RC or Ganassi Camaro. There's the 12 of Ditch driving that body armor Mustang. As he makes himself through Moss Corner. And then we're on board here with the 88 of Lando. As I see the 8 of Jinx get off left there in turn number 2. I'm sorry, turn number 1 rather. We're on board with Lando in the Valvoline 88, the Hendrick Motorsports Camaro, as they make themselves into Moss Corner. He's all over the place. Trying to get through this corner. Paul close behind him. Back up here to our mainly been the leader tonight. Death before dishonor in the 41 Stuart Haas Camaro.
Ooh, the 20 and the 42 got together a little bit there.
Here's Grippin as I see him go sideways into the turn where the 21, and I'm not sure who was above him, but here's Grippin in that 24 Camaro for Hendrick Motorsports, sponsored by Exalta. Looks like he's running the Jeff Gordon scheme tonight. We have Scoop on pit road, and that 19 Cabela's Camry for Joe Gibbs Racing. He's been following the leader Death most of the race, but a little trouble in turn 10 earlier seems to have him a little bit behind the pace. Now we'll jump back on board here with the number 2 driving the Miller Lite Camaro. Wide Open Racing as he works himself into the S's. And that's somebody I've watched twice go into these S's, and he goes in there really hot, man. He goes in there fast. But he has that 21 of Wide Open Racing. He still has the 21 of Merck, and that hot seat tonight, hot on his tail. And it looks like
that kid is a hell of a driver right there, Merck.
Yeah,
I watched him win his first race in this in the league, and he's done an awesome job. Good guy to have filling in for you this week.
That's true. So it looks like we are around 20 laps to go here for race number 10 in the Hammer Down Racing Series from Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. King Paul driving the 18 Halloween themed Toyota Camry for Joe Gibbs, as he is close on Lando in that 88 Valvoline, and they make their way down into turn number 4 to work their way into the Moss Corner. Oh, the 18 is going to take the inside as the 88 gets a little bit too far left. The 18's got a little bit of a slow exit as the 88 comes back to the right side of him, and they're going to race down the Mario Andretti straightaway. And I believe the 88 is going to try to get around him, pull around him, shuts the door, and now Lando has taken back what was rightfully his. So Mr. Twoon, I believe I caught him at a bad time here. He's going through the grass in the S's, but he's going to stay on track and not pit as he comes through turn number 10, who is racing from the home turf tonight in the 42 Clover Camaro for RCR Ganassi.
Got a feeling you're going to see pit road get real busy here in the next lap.
I'm on Sniper in the Smithfield number 10 as he follows 2 other cars down pit road right now. So you're right. We are busy on pit road. The air guns are turning, tires are flying, and lug nuts everywhere. So there's Sniper in that number 10 Camaro. And we have the 11 Canute, and he is around in Moss's turn. Oh, he is stuck, pinned up against the wall. And the 42 comes by, barely misses him. And that 11 FedEx Toyota Camry. And we are back to Happy, who is now coming through the S's. So we've got every driver in the field here. I'm going to work my way back over to Death as he is coming down or out of pit road. Nope, he is now going to be pulling into his pit stall for service. So we're going to stay right here with him on pit road as he is followed in there by, I'm not sure exactly who that was. Looks like maybe the
That's
2.
Happy.
The 2
Happy's
of Wide
in
Open.
2.
Yeah, Happy is in there right now. I just watched him pull into his spot. That number 9. So the 41 is off pit road as the 22 and the 14 come around turn number 1. So he will get a smooth exit back onto the track. Oh, he's a little bit in the dirt, but I believe he's collected himself. So to the best of my knowledge, I do believe that Death is in first as the 22 gets off into the grass and he collects the 41. Oh no, I believe the 22 kind of sacrificed himself after he realized what he'd done, but the 41 did remain control because I do believe he is the leader of this race, or at least the last one with freshest tires that would be in line for the lead, I do believe.
Yeah. Do you know who was running second before the flags or the green flag pit stops?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The stream that I was watching, I do believe, is around a lap and a half behind. So I'd say we're probably right into the range of probably around 17 laps to go here on the final stage of Canadian Tire race number 10. But you are witnessing, in the famous words of Panda, what is the spectacle that is Hammer Down Racing Series. All out spinning tires and having fun here. 41 of Death has just been straight dominant. I mean, what do you see out of this 41 car that you really liked, Ra? What have you liked that he's done in this race?
For one, he's kept his nose clean. Kind of kept himself away from any real beating and banging besides what he was doing with Scoop there a little bit ago.
Just some regular old race bumping, you know.
And man, he's the determination driving in the corners and knowing his car's gonna stick. You know, he's just driving the wheels off that thing around this place.
Well, I believe this man has inflated his balloons completely before the race tonight. But yeah, Death is really putting a marking on this course out here if he can hang on to it. He really puts it in there. He slides that rear end into those turns like it's nobody's business. Like, if I was doing that, I would for sure not be hanging on to it.
No, not, you know, a couple times, yeah, you're going to get away with it. He's holding on to it lap in, lap out.
Oh, he is. It's almost like he's dirt racing around here. So
I hope he ain't racing Eldora tomorrow, no.
So we do have the 24 on screen following the one car of It's Bob Drew. Grippin has been up there several times tonight, as he is usually a common appearance in the top three. But for some reason, I believe he just has just got some tough luck. I do believe. I don't believe he's not got it together. I believe he's just gotten into a few people, you know, that kind of, you know, just wasn't holding it right and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So
it happens.
It does happen,
especially at a racetrack like this and everything. This is a tough one to hold.
On board with Scoop here. He got into turn number 10 wall earlier. He also had that trouble fighting for the lead in stage number 2, so I'm not sure exactly where he's running right now, as he made himself through 10 very clean that time and crosses the start-finish line, entering into turn number 1. So we'll get over here to Wide Open Racing as he comes off 2 and 2A into the Quebec corner, turn number 3 at Canadian Tire, and they will work their way under the NASCAR heat gate into turn number 4, or I mean the Chevrolet gate, I'm sorry, into turn number 4. That leads into what we've been talking about all night, and that is, Rod, do you care to tell us?
Moss's Corner.
Moss Corner. It has had some good exit racing off of it tonight, as we've been watching. Oh
yeah, a lot of tight battles won and lost in that area tonight.
No, for sure. For sure. So I'm back here on Happy as he is going through the exiting turn of Moss Corner. And he has came through there clean.
Came back here to look to see what Scoop was doing. I don't see really anybody around him. I don't know what kind of positions
we do have Woody in the 22 Shell Pennzoil car on pit road. Not sure if he's just getting some service or if he is out of the race. So
I
we'll
believe
come.
this might be scheduled pit stops because I got a scoop in as well.
Okay. I did see Scoop on there a little bit earlier. He is coming in for service. Scoop is. The 22 is still in pit road. So, but he did take a hard crash earlier. Hope everything's okay there. We'll follow it wide open here for a second as he exits it off Moss Corner and enters the straightaway. I want to say thank you, Karma Drips, for dropping your gamer tag. I'll let everybody know that you're interested in a cup position. And as Punk Panda has joined us in the chat and said, please join our Facebook page, Hammer Down Racing Series. If you're interested in joining, interested in keeping up, we keep points, winners, results, all on that page for the Cup Series. We also do have a Hammer Down Truck Series, which plays at the same time, 9:30 on Saturday nights. It is a very big field of gentlemen, usually anywhere upwards to 25 cars. And tomorrow night we are dirt racing from the electric Eldora Raceway in these trucks tomorrow night. I usually race in the truck series. Unfortunately, I have to go out of town. I'll have to miss maybe the next 2 races, so that's unfortunate. But we'll get back in the saddle.
I was looking forward to racing with you tomorrow night.
And we got Yeetus McFarland, a big fan of the league, I'm sure. He's just checking in. We want to say hi to you. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, Yeetus, please. But thank you for checking in with us.
Back here riding with Murky's, getting up in the thick of things again. Got 2 or 3 cars ahead of him that he's kind of running down here. Looks like the 14 car.
I would also I'd like to give out a
wide open.
Wide open? I was on him just a second ago. Is he coming out? Is coming down into the Chevrolet gate turn? That's turn number 4 that leads into Moss Corner. Very familiar with that term tonight. And looks like he's going to get clean as the 18 and the 2 get off left into that extra hardtop area, but they'll exit just fine. So a little bit of swirly through there for a lot of drivers tonight, getting off into that extra hardtop off and to the left.
They got a good run doing that though. The 21 and
I have seen a lot of people do that. Yeah, maybe that is trying to be an advantage point, maybe.
Yeah, because they kind of walked away from the 21 after they did that.
Mm-hmm. On board with King Canute and that 11 Toyota Camry, a FedEx for Joe Gibbs. So he comes through Moss Corner. And so we got Happy going through the S's, working himself right into turn number 10. And we'll make himself right up to the start finish line here. And not sure exactly how many laps we got. Looking about like we're on 10 to 11 to go. And I do believe that the leader is still the same as it always was, and that is Death Before Dishonor in the 41 Stuart Haas car. But he does have someone hot on his tail. I'm not sure if that is someone battling for position in that 20 car. I believe that's Titanic, correct?
It is Titanic.
So the hometown boy maybe in second place here? Maybe. I'm not quite sure.
Me neither on that one. I know there is 11 laps to go. They're coming down to 10 right now.
Yes.
You're going to see last pit stops coming up.
I do believe we will.
Probably within the next 2 or 3 laps. And
yeah, I believe we are on 10 to go here. Stage number 3 from Canadian Tire, Hammer Down Racing Series. Please like, comment, subscribe, find our Facebook page, which is the same of Hammer Down Racing Series. Please tune in every Friday and Saturday at 9:30. Fridays we have Cup cars and we have trucks on Saturdays. As the 20 gets a little extra hardtop there in Moss Corner, and the 41 is really pulling away into Andretti straight away. Got a little excited there because the 20, I thought he hit the wall exiting Moss Corner. So we got Scoop on board here as he comes into turn number 10 following the 48 and I believe the 11. So there's that. We got Twoon, the 42 here, and the Clover Camaro as he works himself
for his last stop.
So we're going to get back over here to Death to see what is going on as he pulls into pit road for probably what is for sure the final time, as we are around 9 to go. So we're in the single digits of this 100% race.
So do you think you take gas only, or do you think you really need tires here?
I really depend. I say it really depends on how did you do your last pit stop. If it was me and I could handle the car well, I wouldn't have took tires the last time. I took them this time, but it looks like the 41 has took more of a splash, maybe some right sides. I'm not sure. As I look on the 9 of Happy, it looks like he's going to go for a full stop. It's going to be real close on fuel for these guys because there's 9 laps remaining. Around 9 laps remaining, 10 for some of these guys, and that's what your car holds is 10 laps, or 9 laps rather.
You know, so this is coming down to fuel. You can't leave Wide Open out of this. He's been running good in the top 5, top 4, and he's awesome on fuel strategy.
Yeah, him and Griffin and Scoop, they've all been running right up there the last few races I've been watching. They've been real exciting. We had a heck of a race that I can't really remember exactly where we were at, but right off. But it was a great last 5-lap battle between 3 of them.
Ooh, I heard about that one. Yeah, that was a good race. I watched the stream on that one.
Yeah. That was.
Man, I can't remember what it was either.
Yeah, I can't either for the life of me.
There's so much good racing in this series. It's hard to nitpick like one thing.
Yeah, Darlington was just last week, and I'm like, that was a heck of a race, but in a week or so, I'll forget where it was at. So.
Well, this is enjoyable to be able to do and come down and help commentate with you guys and get to watch these guys run. It's awesome.
Yeah, we really appreciate you stepping in here. People hearing me go at it all night just alone, I'm sure to drive some of them crazy or away one. And but we are down into these single-digit laps. I do believe there's 8 to go, and that's what lap number 41 is on, as he is still battling with that 20-car Titanic out here.
Yeah, I'm really kind of thinking he is running second.
I do believe. I would honestly believe that he is. 41 here. We're going to stay with the front of the pack now and for the end of this race to make sure we don't miss any action that's going on around the leaders. I might cycle through the field one more good time here. We've got Grippin and Scoop and the 19. Wide Open running in the 2 car. There's the 18 of King Pyle, the 42 of Mr. Twoon. The 10 of Sniper is sliding through the S's here and gets stuck behind the Wide Open. King Canute is now coming down turns 2 and 2A and the 11. Here's the 9 of Happy. There's the 4 of Killer Sean John going into turn number 4, going down into Moss Corner. There's the 20 of Titanic, who we are in.
48 car just came back cross track from the 2.
Oh no, that's unfortunate.
Oh, and
so it looks like the 2 is now going into Moss's corner, and I'm going to find the 48 here. Collins, as he gets also down in Moss's corner. He's getting into the wall. He turns her around in Moss's corner. So he has taken a victim here in the 48 of Collins Racing. And he is stuck on the wall. I guess he's going to let traffic try to go through here. As his teammate in the 24, Griffin, passes him. Hendrick Motorsports Camaro.
That 48 was having troubles way before that.
Oh, yeah, he's been having trouble.
The 20 car a little bit. 20 car had to kind of struggle to get around him there for a minute and kind of lost some time on Death.
So I'm going to get back around to Death here, as I'm still in full suspicion that he is leading this race. The Griffin in the 24 is in 5th position, I am aware, so that is where that 24 car was running that we was looking at just a moment ago. And as we are watching the 41's tail end here, looks like he may be coming up on that 4 car, maybe? I'm not quite sure. Yes, he is coming up on that 4 car, and he will pass him. I believe that was not for position, as he seemed to let him go right on by. So we're going to stay on board here with 41 for what I do believe is the final 4, maybe 3 laps of this. I'm not entirely sure. I do believe we are on.
Yeah, 5 to go.
5 to go here. So we're down to the final 5 laps from Canadian Tire and the Hammer Down Racing Series race number 10, and the first race out of the All-Star break, where the drivers took on Darlington. But we have watched basically, and the 41 got into the 88 of Lando there. I'm sure that was a little bit unintentional, as he slows down the 41 just a tad. And yeah, so the 41 is going to make himself down into Moss Corner, and I would like everybody to watch him kick that rear end around here like that. It is insane. It looks like he might be a little bit, doctoring a little bit.
How steady
yeah, so steady.
Off of that corner.
So steady.
He kicks it in there, getting in, but man, when he comes off, it just sticks and it drives right off the corner.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. He has just been overwhelmingly tough. I mean, he was ready for this.
Hey, boys, you might want to watch out for this guy on every road course you race, because it looks like he's got a knack for these things.
As he is going to come through turn number 1 and work himself down into 2 and 2A. We're going to follow Griffin here, who is still in 5th place. I'm pretty sure it's Bob Drew is in front of him. So we'll see where Bob Drew is at the moment. So he just crossed the finish line. So we are down to 4 to go here in the final stage from Canadian Tire. We have Death leading, I do believe. We have Scoop going through the S's right now, who was overwhelmingly the second place car in most of this race. But I believe something has happened to him. I'm not sure. He did have some trouble out of corner number 10 a couple of times this evening. So we're going to stay on board for sure for the rest of the race with the 41 of Death here. Try to get some major airtime for this leader, who has dominated. He's won both of the first stages, and like we said, we still have reason to believe that he is the leader in this one right now.
And I believe he is, and I believe that you got the 20 car is the second place car.
So Titanic, Canadian,
probably got about a 5-second lead on the 20 car, but he could see him out there a little bit.
I'm going to go back here to the 20 car real fast just to see what the view is. They're coming through the S's. I believe he has overwhelmingly large lead over this 20 car right now. Ooh. Oh, he's slow. He's slow in turn 10 here. I'm not sure exactly what happened. And Happy went by him. Was that
That
Happy?
might have been for that, and I believe that might have been for position.
I'm not sure. Honestly, I think the 20 might be behind here. I believe Happy is in the in 6th position. So
Yes, he is. Okay.
we have Scoop. So the 4 through 8 drivers is Bob Drew, Grippin, Happy, Scoop, and Lando. We've seen Lando get stuck on the leader there a little bit earlier. And we're going to go back to I'm going to go back up here to Death. I can't even see Bob Drew in this frame of Grippin, so we're going to follow the 41 down turn 4 and into the Moss Corner for what will be one of the last 3 times. Whenever the 41 gets back around, I do believe we will have 2 to go here in this very long Canadian tire race.
And I'm in the chase view looking behind him, and he has got a massive lead if he's in the lead still. And I believe he is, so
I do believe he is.
He's on a Friday night drive right now.
He is doing his deed tonight here on this track. He has put the domination on it, honestly.
Oh, yes.
He has won both of the first 2 stages in this 41 Mustang. As he works himself down 2 and 2A into the Quebec corner of turn number 3. A little bit of trouble back there into the Moss Corner. I've seen the 9 get bumped off screen here.
Oh, yeah.
So this will be the one of final 2 times for the 41 through Moss Corner, as he will exit and enter the Mario Andretti straightaway for turns 6 and 7. And I do believe that we may see some people run out of fuel here. Depends on how hard they are running it. May see some people have to jump down into pit road. But I do believe we are on the last lap here, as the 41 will come through the S's and turn number 10 for what is likely the last time. And I do believe we have our winner, and that is the 41 of Death Before Dishonor. And he has dominated the Canadian Tire Motor Sports Park race, for he has swept all 3 stages in that 41 Stewart Haas Mustang. And as we await final results here, so the 41,
what a dominating card.
So the 41 really put it on there for the spectators tonight. And in the famous words of Panda, that is the spectacle that is Hammer Down Racing Series. So what a race by Death here.
Man.
So we have Death in first with Merck Jr. in his hot seat, finishing second in the 21 car, followed by Wide Open in the number 2 and third. It's Bob Drew, another hot seat driver, finishing fourth. So we have both hot seat drivers finishing in the top 4, top 5 rounded by number 24 Grippin. And then 6th through 10th is Happy in the 9, Scoop in the 19, Lando in the 88, Canute in the 11, and Sniper in the 10. So we have 3 of the Hendrick Motorsports cars go through there in the top 10 tonight. So the 41 overwhelmingly dominant race here tonight.
Man, that was an awesome race all around, though. All these guys did a great job tonight. Good job to the Rook coming in second.
Yeah, and then the other hot seat driver, and Drew, he came in fourth. Both hot seat drivers coming in here and taking in the top four.
Got the rookies coming in.
That's wild. So I'm gonna hop back into the lobby here for us, and we're gonna get a Death. Unsurprisingly, ran the fastest lap at a 1:13 something, and Scoop right behind him at a 1:13.927. So Death ran a 1:13.703 at that track.
That's getting it around there.
Yeah, that is. That is absolutely getting it. So, I'm trying to get somebody in here. I think we should just get Death in here, honestly. Yeah. Make sure I can find him here. See if we can get him in here. Maybe he'll join. But, I mean, what a race, you know? Really got... I believe stage 2 we had about 3 cautions to start off, but after that we cleaned it up, didn't have another one. It is tough when you get jostling for positions here at road courses, excuse me. So I added Death to party, but you know, if he ends up not showing up, then let's try to get Wide Open in here. He'll usually come in here and chit chat with us. Oh, so who do we have here?
Wide Open.
Oh, okay. I was about to add you. So finishing second there in that race, in that 2 car. So how was it from your perspective? Yeah, we had about 3 cautions there at the beginning of stage number 2 and didn't have another one. Didn't have any to that point. It was just the restart of stage number 2. But, you finished second, actually. So... Oh, did he? Oh yeah, that was my bad. Sorry. Yeah, you finished third there. I was looking at some stage stuff there, I believe. If somebody so what is his name exactly? Was somebody add Merc into here? I'm looking for Bob Drew, trying to get him in here. It's another hot seat driver. I believe I don't have them added where they're new to the league, I believe. So I just haven't gotten around to it. So. That is odd. Let's see what I can do here. So I'm going to look up Merc real fast, try to get him on here. I'd like to get a nice little talk to these hot seat drivers. They really did a number on it, finishing in the top 4 tonight.
Greatish.
So how did it feel to get second place in that hot seat tonight? Yeah, I mean, that is anytime you can jump in on the last minute and get a top 5, even top 10. I mean, that is some good work, and to come from a hot seat, I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better. Honestly, someone filling in for you.
Chances are higher.
Keep your head up, buddy. I think you're good.
Oh, I believe you're turning some heads.
Draft. Yeah.
Yeah, you're turning the heads.
Alright,
For sure.
Thanks. Thank you.
But yeah, it's a great job out there by Wide Open and Merc. I applaud you guys. It's not easy jumping out on those road courses and finishing in the top 5, especially when it's 100% like that. It's a difficult challenge for sure.
Whatever, dude. I mean, I thought I was gonna get like a top 10 or less.
Well, you went out there and you even proved yourself wrong. So.
I mean, you're right.
So from either of you drivers, do you have anything that you'd like to say? Anything you'd like to shout out?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, what about you, Rye? You have any comments on the race?
Excellent drive by both the hot seat drivers.
Yes, very
amazing
good
race.
performances.
I'll give it to these guys one thing, man. I seen a lot of 105s on their streams, and man, they're going all out at this track, and man, awesome racing.
Yeah, it was so I believe we're going to start wrapping up this live stream for Hammer Down. It was overall dominating win for Death Before Dishonor as he takes all 3 stages from Canadian Tire. This was race number 10 in the Hammer Down Racing Series. You're watching on YouTube. Please tune in tomorrow night at 9:30 as the Truck Series will take on Eldora. So please like, comment, subscribe, and watch Hammer Down Racing Series. Please find us and like us on Facebook. Join our group. Ask about if you can join. Even ask about merchandise I hear that we have. So this was B-News Stu and Rye in the booth tonight for Hammer Down Racing. We appreciate you all joining us. And Rye, you have anything?
Thanks for having me, man. One thing we didn't hear from our race winner, and that's because his mic is out tonight.
Yes, yep. That is why we did not hear from him.
Congratulations to him, and we wish we could have had you on here, but good job, buddy.
Yes. So congratulations, Death. Please get well, Panda and family. And once again, thank you guys for watching what has been this spectacle that is Hammer Down Racing. So that is it for B-News Stu and Rye from the booth tonight. Please tune in tomorrow night. Once again, thank you guys for having us.
welcome.